He's too busy talking to forget
I thought
maybe
he had some kind of magic trick.
Oh, we're sitting here bullshitting. I'm like, Jody's like, headset. I'm like, well, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oops.
Whoopsie. Hey.
Hey, it's Wednesday night.
We got the whole crew.
Everybody.
Everybody's in the house tonight.
Everybody gets
rocking it. Got intern over there doing his thing. Hey, got to give in. You know, intern gets his chops busted a lot. He did a good job riding the blaster last weekend.
On Saturday? Yeah, he did.
I think he did decent on it.
He was learning.
I think he did pretty decent on it.
It's all a learning curve.
Oh, it's nonstop learning curve.
Seat time.
Mm-hmm.
Seat time.
And you know what? You weren't here last week. Intern's new line is that he has never wrestled a lion with his bare hands, but he's choked a few cougars.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I was going to say he's choked a few chickens.
The show's digressing very, very quickly. The original Bad Boys of PWC podcast, Watercraft Network.
Sorry, buddy.
Where are you going, intern? Come back.
We're truly becoming the brand the haters can't stand. Intern just walked off set. Poor guy.
I'm sorry, poor kid.
We're just joking with him. And we got super producer Bishop back.
Yep.
He's back. Bishop and I out there last night. Jody was feeling a little bit under the weather last night. We did a little work to the conversion cane, got that Yamaha 701 in the cane. So
you guys actually did pretty good without me out there. I was impressed.
Well, it was. Let me tell you, we
interesting.
It was tough. We put the carb on, tried to get the motor in that hull with the carb on. Didn't happen. Had to take the carb off, put the motor in, put the carb back on. But then we had to pull. You know that. That one bed plate where they graft the motor mount into the bed plate.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't get that bed plate over the stud of the motor mount because of the height of the exhaust, so we had to pull the motor mount, shove the motor into place, lift it up, and then squirrel the motor mount underneath it. I mean, it was
we got it.
The benefits of a conversion ski.
Unbelievable. I mean,
it's crazy. But if it wasn't for us being able to take that mount off, we would have been screwed.
Yeah, it would have been.
You know, I'm sorry, but putting an 1100 triple in that would have been so much more fun.
Well, it would have, and that's still not out of the cards yet. You know, I mean, I think the thing that we wanted to do with the Hurricane conversion is just see if we could get a 701 in there to fit and work and run.
Oh, I know.
And you know, I mean, and then you know, we're going to jump right on. For those that are unaware or don't remember, you know, Daytona Free Ride, the 2022 Daytona Free Ride. Torrent Pumps Daytona Free Ride in Daytona Beach in January. We're building the raffle ski that's going to benefit Roswell Park Cancer Research Institute right here. And really what we're doing is replicating our own Polaris Hurricane conversion.
Except for it's going to be a 760.
Yeah, it's going to have
a 701.
little bit more snap to her with that 760 in there. But so that boat's going to be available. Somebody's going to take that boat home at Torrent Pumps 2022 Daytona Free Ride, and we've had
a cool boat to ride.
Yeah,
it'll be a real cool boat to ride.
Oh, totally. It'll be. I mean,
still a hurricane, but at least it'll
yeah.
run.
I mean, hey, there's some ballers out there that ride a cane, and I can't say.
I'm just saying. All I know is the hull. Half of the hull is on
like
one.
this guy.
Guy's a total. Guy's a
can't
baller.
Forget about him.
Dude's
like this guy?
He's gangster right there.
Yep.
And I mean,
look at that handsome mug. Too bad you can't zoom in on that.
That's enough,
look
ladies.
Look at that handsome mug.
Easy.
I'd say get up, but I don't want you to pull your back out.
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't you play the applause button when that?
Smartass.
You should have played the applause button when Rex's photo went up.
Because I was making fun of Jody.
Hit your applause. Any day now.
Oh, that was cold, man. That was cold. Poor Rex.
Wait till you show up in Naples.
Poor
I'm
Rex.
not going. He'll whoop my ass.
Oh man, I think Rex was at the last. I saw a picture of Rex riding that actual cane at one of the last P1 Aqua X rounds. I believe it was P1 Aqua X or Powerboat Nationals. Good picture of him on out there running the cane. And speaking of canes, I saw the boat that we got to ride a couple years ago down in Naples, Mel. I saw that was up in New York this weekend at
Hurricane?
Took like a knife to a gun. Well, it's like there was a third of an actual class there, but the Huracan went out and just stomped. I mean, just ridiculous. I mean, not like.
What do you expect? You're taking a pro caliber boat
to a grassroots regional race. Yeah. Well, it's an event that's billed as the nationals, and
we don't want to take anything away from that boat, so let's not go down that road either. But
that boat is
the boat's
joke.
Legit.
Oh
it's
yeah,
legit.
yeah.
And listen. I'm not just saying anybody can get on that thing and take it for a
No,
ride.
no. You got to be able to ride.
But as Kevin said, it's bringing a gun to a knife fight.
Absolutely.
It's better. It's almost taking like that little pup rifle we have and bringing that to a knife fight. Okay.
It's true. I mean, look, when you see five racers in GP ski running 6 laps, no log jump for a national championship.
Oh, in a ski class?
The IJSBA has officially jumped the shark. If that's your if you're pulling the nationals from Florida, from P1 Aqua X, where you have Nemi, Farthing, Skellett, all these amazing riders, and you're sending it to nowhere so you can have 5 guys run 6 laps without a log jump for a national championship, party's over. I mean, they've been devaluing the sport for decades now, and I think that's really that's the nail in the coffin right there. I mean, that is a joke. Yep. It's an absolute joke. That whole event not one class had 10 entries. Sad. It's embarrassing for the sport. It's just absolutely humiliating.
When you have 4 or 5.
It's ridiculous.
Per class. I don't know. The chances of me stepping on that tube.
Oh, you got a 75% chance of greater than 50% chance of stepping on the box in virtually every class. It's a joke. It's a joke. Everybody got a trophy this weekend. So congratulations to all those IJSBA national champions out there. Well earned.
It's like Little League.
Yeah, it's kindergarten graduation. Everybody gets something, But
I didn't get one.
Well, had you have gone, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. You need to participate in order to get your trophy.
Yeah. That's why it's called a participation award, because those who participated were actually awarded.
Yeah. Nah.
It's okay.
Nah.
Hey,
that was the cool
we
kid.
had fun on the lake.
Oh man. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Water levels nice and high. I mean, it's ironic that we've had so much precipitation here in the Northeast, and out west their wildfires are looking to be worse than last year, which last year was record-breaking wildfires out west. And now, I mean,
Jesus,
we can't get it to stop raining.
And they're having water shortages out there.
We got plenty to give.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
we ought to sit at the end of the dam up at the Sac and Dog and just pump the stuff in the trucks and head it out there.
Man, it's unbelievable. I mean, we've had, if it were what, 90 days later, imagine all the snow we would have had. Oh,
Oof.
man, would have been brutal. Absolutely brutal.
90 days later, we'd be in Naples and not giving a shit.
There you go.
Thank you.
See?
Exactly.
Bringing up snow.
And
Nobody want to hear about that white shit.
you know, I mean,
Yeah, the white sand. That's what we want.
but, you know, speaking of which, you know, you're talking pro watercross Naples, you know.
Naples.
Next one
Awesome.
coming up, you know, is the real
Charles.
nationals, where, you know, I mean, you know, the Farthings, the Skelets, the Nemes, the Schneiders, where, you know, all the real, you know,
The big guns.
yeah, the serious, you know,
Those Southeast riders have more opportunity, and obviously, than we do to ride. And
Oh,
all
yeah.
they do is ride and test. And the stuff they come up with, and as fast as those people are, because I don't want to say guys, as fast as those people are,
Yeah.
those men and women, holy smokes.
some amazing caliber riders.
I'll
there.
tell you what.
You got to come out with some skill, because if you don't,
You go to a pro watercross event. Doesn't matter which one you pick it. I prefer Naples. I don't know why. I just like it.
It's beautiful.
It's close to nipples. It's like Naples.
Rhymes with
So
no.
but that event will make you want to go buy a used ski and try to do something with it.
Absolutely.
it's
It really does.
4 days of racing,
It's
right?
insane.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
What the one year it was like all week, every day was something.
Mhm.
It was a couple years ago or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I think now it's Thursday's all the vintage stuff. So you got your
Yeah.
X2s, your 550s,
that's awesome to
So,
watch.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
and then it just explodes from there.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it too is, you know, legitimate sponsorship. You know, I mean, if you look, you know, the IJSBA, their World Finals sponsor for Havasu is Jet Trim. Yeah, I mean, that's
And
not
nothing against Jet Trim.
No. Jet Trim makes a fantastic product, but you know, I mean, a title sponsor for that event in years past has been, oh, let's see, Dos Equis. You know, I mean,
Budweiser.
you know, outside of the actual industry, you know, and that's why it's so fantastic that Pro Watercross has created a relationship with Liqui Moly, you know, the Liqui Moly National
Well,
Tour.
see, to build a relationship, there comes communication, and within the relationship, there's a give and take. You can't just keep taking.
Yeah, 100%.
And,
you
all three of us have been in this scenario, of the same situation
yeah, it's a good.
of I want take. There was never a give.
Got to give it a little bit. Yeah, you're right. And you know, it's funny because you know, to have that relationship with Liqui Moly, you can see, if you, like Mel's mentioned, you know, and you're saying a few years ago, you can see the progression of the value of the product of Pro Watercross due to that affiliation with Liqui Moly. You know, I mean, it's a true.
Well, and not only that, but now you also have the TV aspect that I'm sorry, IJSBA doesn't have, and they haven't had it in decades.
30 years, yeah, 25 years, yeah.
I mean, you used to show up at an IJSBA national event where they had national tours and world finals, and you'd have semis show up, and a parking lot full of semis.
You couldn't.
You don't have that anymore.
Yeah, you couldn't even get your back in the Bud Tour days. Even if you were racing, the way they used to do the tour was expert and novice raced on pros race Saturday, expert and novice
On
race
Sunday.
Sunday, and you couldn't even get your ski onto the site without going through tech. Couldn't even get it on there. You could not get your boat to the water unless it was teched. It was absolutely amazing. The volume of watercraft, you know, running LCQs. And, you know, I think that's where, you know, the direction Pro Watercross is headed in. You know, it's funny. I was having a back and forth text conversation with someone today about how, you know, it's unfortunate that there's been this, you know, fragmentation of the community, and there's multiple sanctioning bodies, and you have numerous promoters, you know, conducting events on the same weekend. I mean, this weekend, you know, there are multiple IJSBA events, you know, I mean, so, you know, I mean, it's just, it's completely mismanaged, and it's really too bad. And, you know, hopefully someday.
They're all fighting for the same dollar.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that people would
got a
naturally
dollar.
migrate
I
to
got a dollar.
the product that has the degree of support, the mainstream sponsorship, the mainstream, you know, relationships with the Liquid Molly and the CBS Sports. But that'll happen over a matter of time. There's a lot of things, inner workings going on with Pro Watercross, and they're going to shake a lot of things up, making a lot of moves, and it's
Yeah,
going
but Powerboat Nationals does it with Pro Watercross. P1 Aqua X does it with Pro Watercross. It's just who's going to be the bigger fish in the pond.
Yeah, it's all just it's too bad because it really does fragment the community, and as you saw, as we're just talking about, I mean, it really devalues some of these events. When you have turnouts and you have people, have a 75% chance of
being
taking
on the
home,
podium.
a top three. I mean, it's just it really does devalue the racing, and it's unfortunate, but.
I just got to stay ahead of you.
Yeah, hey, I mean, it's like when you're getting chased by a bear. You don't have to be the fastest person running. You just have to be faster than the slowest guy being chased by the bear.
No, I'm just gonna trip you.
That's how we.
Either way, the bear wins.
Yeah, the bear's going to get lunch. So, yeah. So,
Yeah, how do you come off
that
that?
whole- The
Yeah,
whole bear getting fat, dumb, and happy just friggin' threw him for a curve.
but totally wasn't thinking about that. I was going to segue onto the WSM products that we have out in the barn because we mentioned the Daytona Hurricane that we're in the process of putting together. We actually have another blaster, or a blaster. Well, another blaster because there's been so many blasters assembled out there, and
my
there's
God.
plus you got one Grand Nationals blaster sitting out there, and so anyway. We have a blaster that we're going to be raffling off at Jet Fest on September 11th within the Forest Preserve of the Adirondack Mountains. And
Yeah, but we're not just giving away a ski.
oh no, I didn't. I mean, we've referenced before that we're going to give away an actual vehicle,
prize.
an actual vehicle, an SUV.
A vehicle.
And I think we'll have if the cards fall into place, we may be able to put up something this weekend, do a nice live. And show folks that vehicle. We should have that vehicle.
Hopefully this weekend.
Hopefully we're going to have it this weekend, and it'll be a great opportunity to raise some money for a member of the community's orphan daughter, member of the community who passed away from a brain aneurysm at 38 years old. So really nice opportunity to get together, remember him, honor the victims of September 11th, and
tell some Gargamel stories.
some war stories.
No, we can't tell those stories.
Well,
Yeah,
some of them you can tell.
Everybody's going to want to hear the Gargamel stories.
I just hope. Man, I hope he deleted
They're all
those.
funny.
No, his videos.
They're just different levels of fun.
Yeah. It depends on who you're around to tell the
Right.
Applebee's parking lot story, too.
Well,
True.
It's that one and several others. But he was our video man.
Well, this is a good point.
He was our video man.
It's a good point.
So
Both Scott Mandalak and I are scarred for life, so you're exactly right.
you
Just
are.
let it happen.
That's my next.
Just let it happen.
That's my next
goodness.
one. T-shirt.
Just
I wanna
let it
send
happen.
to the
Fantastic.
Mandalax.
Fantastic.
Put that on the back of the underwear.
Oh, fantastic. But, again, we just wanted to give a quick shout out to WSM Performance Products. Have
We could never thank them enough.
Yeah, WSM Pistons, complete WSM 701 rebuild kit, with crank seals, all the engine gaskets. I mean,
It's for what? 2 different motors we
for
got.
two different machines.
Look, they've always been good to us.
and that's what's in
always.
our 701 cane that Troy put together for us. WSM Pistons, complete WSM engine gasket kit with new crank seals, and as a matter of fact, that crankshaft has a brand new WSM bearing on it. So,
Hold it. You mean Troy from TDR?
Yeah,
Troy
TDR.
Daddy Racing. Yeah, Troy Daddy Racing, helping us out. Boys at Troy Daddy are, longtime friends of the show, and
Missing Bowie fool.
yeah, well,
Making his own course.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Between him and Reese, it was the funniest shit I've ever watched.
Oh, they did it again in Racine. He was making his own course until the
Yeah.
course marshal went, excuse me, you, that way. That was classic.
You got to have arrows on those buoys.
Man, I'll tell you, they got to do something because, I mean, there's some people, I mean, even seasoned people out there made some really dangerous mistakes. And fortunately, no one got hurt. But, pro watercross, I mean, I don't think.
Well, there's only so much you can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, but and
It could have been handled in a variety of different ways. Either way would have made the point.
But most people react and they responded, and I think that's what was the best thing. They responded and they responded properly, and I think they do a really, really good job. And
Part of that is from a learning curve, because there was some stuff that happened at a prior race that, in my opinion, was way more dangerous.
I agree.
Chances of somebody getting hurt in that incident was a hell of a lot more than what happened in Racine. And that event should have been handled differently. This one was because of that.
Yeah,
this is what happened.
It's just like in the NFL when somebody takes a cheap shot and the other guy responds. The guy who responds is the one who gets seen by
bounced.
the official. And
I think that's what happened between
it's
Hartwell and Racine.
Yeah.
It was we don't want another one of these.
Right, so it's facilitating a greater degree of enforcement based upon prior incidents. And I think, like I said, they do a great job. It's not reacting, it's responding. And I think that's an important thing, and it was, again, one of the things that
you got to make sure all the participants are safe.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're racing. So is there a chance that you're taking by going on the track to get hurt?
Yeah, and there's an inherent risk.
Absolutely.
Yeah, inherent risk. Just like going on a ski mountain. Same thing.
But there's also rules in place to make sure it's as safe as possible.
Yeah, the controlled environment and the necessary safety apparatus there, and they do a really good job. And I think, it was a great opportunity, like you said, to really, evaluate situations and then
just make sure this doesn't happen again.
Respond accordingly. So they did a great job. So as we were saying, a lot of love going out to our friends at WSM Performance Products. All of their stuff going into the stuff we're building right now, and couldn't be happier with the degree of performance and reliability we get from WSM Performance Products. So,
and not only that, but then we have the Daytona Cane, which is getting that brand new SBT motor.
That's glad you jumped back over to the Daytona Cane because Watercraft Superstore SBT have been so good to us and quite honestly been just amazing to the personal watercraft community for so many years now. They were a title sponsor of Daytona Freeride at one point in time, and
they were last year, weren't they?
I don't remember when it. Well, no, Torrent was their title last year. SBT Watercraft Superstore has sponsored the event in the past, and they have their hands in everything. If you look at the Belly Buster, you look at a lot of these rides. SBT Watercraft Superstore heavily involved within the industry, the community, and they give back to just an incredible degree. And they've donated a brand new remanned Yamaha 760 motor for us to throw into that Polaris Hurricane. And if it were only as easy as that sounds, literally throwing it in. But fitting that Reva Red pipe, which was donated by Skellett Motorsports, the Skellett family, obviously, donating that to Daytona, and it's just that's going to be one heck of a raffle ski. It's obviously not a typical surf boat that you would see at Daytona.
No, but it's going to be a fun wreck boat.
I wonder if you got to be there to win it.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Brian. We'll connect
curious.
with Brian. He's on his way. I know Brian's going.
I would love to go to that event.
Yeah.
Just to watch.
Yeah, he's good. I know he's going to brave the wave. Brian Sizemore from Torrent Pump. So, want to wish everybody down there brave the wave. Our friends at Michigan Wave Makers, Ryan, his whole group, all of the competitors making their way down to Lake Orion, Michigan. A great event this upcoming weekend. They work so hard. They put so much into that event. And they're just so passionate about what they do. And that's why, they get the turnout that they get. and it's apples to oranges in comparison to what we were just talking about, with the IJSBA Nationals. You'll look at a true grassroots event that is really run by people who've raced, not somebody who
True
wants to be a
enthusiasts.
racer, but people who are true racers and really are passionate for the sport, and the degree of success and support they have is just staggering. And their success,
And it's going to be a hell of an event. I mean, from what it looks like, and quite a few of the classes, he's going to have some packed lines.
oh yeah. I mean, it's just the way that event has continued to grow and flourish, and it's just absolutely.
Will they have that live at all?
I don't know if he's doing it or not. I know when we talked to him last week, I don't think we brought it up,
I don't think.
but I think he
we
did last year.
I know.
I thought he had somebody doing it for him.
It would have been a good question for us to ask him, and I
forgot
honestly
to
don't
ask
know.
that last week.
But just an amazing event.
If he wasn't so busy, we probably could have had him. I know he wanted to talk more last week. We probably could have talked for another
Yeah.
3 shows with Ryan.
Yeah, and we got some good upcoming guests, that we have in the pipeline. A couple shows coming up that are really, really going to be good. We're going to get more into the industry with a couple of industry players and really talk about how.
Are you talking about Governor Cuomo?
I don't know. We may want to shy away from the emperor.
okay.
The emperor, the emperor's not wearing any clothes, from what we hear.
He-
I
know,
wasn't
what was it?
sure.
Slapping fannies killing grannies and slapping fannies.
I wasn't sure what you were talking about.
yeah, the emperor may be exiled.
Being
he-
dethroned. Uh-oh. What's he?
Governor Cuomo's getting you. Look at this. We said
He
one
needs
word.
to stand.
No. We got Maverick chiming
Mav.
in.
Mav's the man. Love Mav.
I know he's on here.
Okay.
Mav, Mav obviously would appreciate your assistance down in Naples if you're
That's
able
what
to make it down there.
He's like, I miss Mel. I'll go to every event.
He said at the last 2 events, he's like, "Where's Melvin?"
I miss it. I love it.
I told him I would Shanghai you and strap you in the trailer.
Well, okay.
This way you wouldn't get hurt. I mean, I don't want
Yeah,
you getting
that's true.
hurt on the travel.
That's true.
But
Yeah,
yes,
I'll talk to the boss and see if maybe we can finagle.
Work something out.
Yeah, getting down the Naples.
Get a little support going there.
I'm gonna try
Hey,
I got extra room in the Airbnb
with you.
with me.
What about my underwear?
he loves. He wants to have a snuggle buddy down there. Come on. I mean-
Something about you.
Only difference, you're gonna have to fight me with Sue. That's all.
She wouldn't even care.
No,
She
she-
probably
Ah,
just
take him.
exactly right.
I've dealt with this shit long enough.
Exactly right. 100%.
She is getting
100%.
smarter though.
She's never. Yeah.
Intern was in on part of this conversation. The little tit for tat.
Oh boy.
It's like, if you get this, then I'm getting this, and it's like,
Why was it this long? You just.
I said this for that,
But both
not
are at the-
this.
Wow,
I
this
can't
show
help
is,
it.
This show
Smart
is
ass.
just totally.
I don't care. I'm not gonna change who I am.
I don't want you to. I'm just saying. The show's just. I mean, it's completely got. We just went off the cliff.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Ray
it's
just brought up. I think it's Ray. Yep. Pro Watercross on CBS this weekend.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's right. CBS.
Sunday.
CBS Sports this weekend.
Thank you for
Pro
the
Watercross.
reminder.
I believe.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, I believe. Now, is that Hartwell or is it?
No,
It's
Racine.
Racine. Okay.
Which, to me, you're what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from the actual event, and it's on.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 11 o'clock.
Probably.
Let me.
Yeah, but they play it multiple times. Once it airs, it's
Yeah,
all.
but the first round was, or the first airing.
We got a wedding to go to this weekend, so I'll be busy.
Good thing is you can catch it on demand too.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, whether you go, you have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, any of that stuff, you can just,
There we go.
on demand it and pull it right up. Great, great camera work by Mav and the CBS Sports crew. Just
Actually, from about 6 in the morning to noon is actually going to be a pretty good day. Actually, you were right. The one at 11 is going to be Hartwell,
Okay.
and then the one at 11:30 is going to be Racine.
Yeah, and I know once it appears on CBS Sports, then it's on like the following day at like 6 p.m. and then the following day at like 9 p.m. It's or the day Monday, Tuesday. They really do a nice job of once it goes live of circulating the rebroadcast. So
You're not going to leave the TV from like 8 o'clock on.
what do we got?
Well, you got motocross on at 8, motocross on again at 9, World of Outlaws at 10 and 10:30, and then you're talking Liquid Moly Pro Watercross at 11, 11:30
I mean, we might as well just get
In the
might as-
morning.
in the morning.
Well, I was about to say you're just speaking way past my bedtime at
No,
PM.
No, we
this
got to
is
get
gonna be
up
in the morning.
early. You know,
Knocking intern out of bed. Come on, let's go watch TV.
cook up.
He'll be at my feet anyways. I don't care.
Snuggle buddy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He'll be making you Pop-Tarts at 5:30.
Hell yeah. We got a twin mattress.
He likes the raspberry toaster strudel,
That's right.
but you have to say strudel.
And you got to make sure you put the white frosting on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
sauce. We call that
Exactly.
the sauce.
So
We've digressed.
we're talking about great things like the Daytona Free Ride, SBT, 760 donation, and then all of a sudden we get off onto toaster strudel.
With white frosting.
Yeah, I mean it's just like a squirrel ran by, squirrel.
Well, you know what? I don't really care.
Hey, dude, we're having fun. If people don't like it, they can go kick rocks. Doesn't really
I'm
matter.
still winning a trophy.
That's it. Hey, participation
An
award.
award.
We participated.
Win an award.
Whatever. I can make my own now.
Hey, we participated. Yeah, you got a 75% chance, so your odds are good. Have
And
that
we made
much.
it through DOT.
What's that?
And we made it through DOT twice.
Hey, I mean, we still haven't dropped a dime. I mean, probably should have and saved everybody a heartache. And I mean, wouldn't have had to run. Have a 75% chance. But
Oh, well.
hey,
On that note,
we're back next Wednesday. What I was saying before we go, we got some really good upcoming episodes, and we're going to talk real industry insider stuff. About the community, and got
get a
some.
little dirty.
Yeah, we got some really good guests that really want to, kind of not necessarily take the gloves off, but have a real, legitimate.
Raw dog conversation.
Yeah, I mean, no, they want to talk, I mean, and really talk about how the industry has been hijacked and how that hijacking has occurred.
Well, it'll be a lot better than glitter bunnies.
Hey, be interesting. And then we got a really cool one coming up in a couple weeks. We'll just say that and leave it at that. And when it happens, then we'll have some fun with it. So,
Oh, boy.
guys, have a great week. Be safe out on the water this weekend. Waterways are packed. Everybody wants to get out there and enjoy the nice weather. So please be careful. Watch out for your fellow riders. And we're back next Wednesday.
Take care.
Adios. Get yourself some